right, we are ready for our lesson on verbs. I will show you this again, even though I did talk about it in the first video when we talked about pronouns. So there are a verb, shows action, and there are regular verbs and irregular verbs, which we want you listening for. I will take a picture of this and put it in the comments under the video, but you should find your grammar flip book and you should have all 4 of these written now after today. So the story is a verb for Herb. Herb was bored. Herb was blue. He sighed to himself, "There's nothing to do." Along came a fairy. She said, "Listen, Herb, there's plenty to do. All you need is a verb." So what is a verb? Most verbs are action words. They tell you what someone or something does. Walk, shout, fly, listen, and sleep are all action verbs. Can you think of others? Then she opened a sack and out some verbs flew. "Pick one," she said. "Better yet, pick a few." Run, jump. The fairy was right. Herb could do anything. He could run, he could jump. Some verbs are called helping verbs. They help the main verb describe the action. He could run. Run is the main verb. Could is the helping verb. And we had said in our irregular, so sometimes they help the regular, sometimes they're there by themselves. He could dance, he could sing. There are 23 helping verbs. Each always appears with another verb. Try using some in sentences. So I meant that the irregular verbs could sometimes be by themselves, but these helping verbs have to have a verb with them. He could swing, hit, slide, score a home run. Ride a bike, climb a tree, and juggle fruit just for fun. He could learn magic. He could grow. He could shrink. Wow, you're tiny. Pull rabbits from hats and disappear in a wink. Hey, where are you going? Imagine. He could read, write, dream, imagine, and explore. Swim, cook, paint, and much, much more. Not all verbs are action words. Some verbs show a condition. These are called linking verbs. They link the subject of a sentence to another noun or to an adjective. Verbs are great. I am tired. Wow, said Herb. Verbs are great, but I am tired and it is late. Then Herb asked the fairy as she packed up her sack, "If I get bored again, will you come back?" Here are some other linking verbs. Am, are, be, been, being, feel, is, look, seem, sound, was, were. "Dear boy," she chuckled, "you don't need a fairy. You can find verbs galore in the dictionary. So remember, next time you need a distraction, just think of some verbs. You'll be ready for action." Quick, how many verbs can you think of in 1 minute? You can do that for fun if you want. As Herb fell asleep that night in his bed, visions of verbs danced in his head.